Good morning to everyone. The last class we have discussed about events in the classical reports. So today I will uh, use all events in this program. Okay, how can we use that one? First of all, I am creating three includes here. Okay, in our real time, mostly we will do like this only. So first of all, we will create three includes. Okay, so I have created three includes here, and I am calling the includes here. First one is the declaration part. So if you want to declare any internal tables or work areas, so you have to declare in this include only. Declaration part. This is a selection screen part. Selection screen part. And here this is the fetch data. Okay. So like this, I am calling three includes here. Okay. So first of all, here I have to declare something internal tables work areas like that, right? So types begin of and the square. I'm going for MSEC table. MSEC. MSEC means mm, material document information. Okay, material document information means, so if you purchase any item, then the vendor people, they will send the material to your company. So you have to maintain the material in one place, that is called one godown, right? So at that time you have to check how much quantity you have received. If there is any damages there, then you have to return that one. So so whatever the material is coming inside our company, so we have to maintain all the information in one transaction. Okay, so those all data will save in MSEC table. MBLNR, type MSEC hyphen MBLNR, material document number, material document number, and MJHR, type MSEC hyphen MJHR. This is a document year. ZEILE, type MSEC ZEILE. This is the item number. BWART, type MSEC hyphen BWART. This is the movement number. I think so. Let me open the table and I have to check some fields from the MSEC table here. And before that one, I have to check the data is available or not in the MSEC table. So I am executing this one. Click on execute button. Okay, fine. Data is available here. Okay, MBLNR, MJHR, ZGALE, these three the key fields here. So I am taking three fields and BWART movement type and Exato Matner WRKS. MSEC hyphen Matner and WRKS, type MSEC hyphen WRKS and LGO RT, type MSEC hyphen LGO RT. Okay, and I'm closing this one. End of N square MSEC. Okay, and here I am not giving dot here. Okay, if I give dot, then type will end here, but I'm not giving dot. I am giving comma here, means that type, I mean I am declaring one more type. Okay, here I will start begin off. Okay, I don't write types once again here. Okay, because I'm keeping comma here. Okay, if I keep dot here, then once again I have to start types. But I'm keeping the comma here. That is why I'm writing once again begin off. Okay, begin off ty underscore mkpf mblnr type mkpf mblnr mjahr type mkpf mjahr msec is the item table and mkpf is the header table, and this is the material number, and this is the plan number, and this is the storage location number. Storage location is nothing but in one plan. I mean, some one godown is there. Okay, one godown is there. So godown is nothing but plant here. Okay, so in that godown, I will divide that godown into some parts. Okay, in first room, I will keep some raw materials only. In the second room, I will maintain something finished products. Okay, finished products. And third room I will maintain so finished product only, but we did not check the when so once the product is completed, then we have to check that one. Means check means how the quality it is. Okay, if the quality is good, then only we have to sell that one, otherwise we have to recycle that one. Okay, we have to test first of all the finished product. Okay, in the third room I will maintain that one. Okay, the fourth room I will maintain something other materials, damaged materials like that. So this is one location. So first room is called here one location, storage location. Second room called another location, like that. Okay, in one plant different uh, locations will be there. Means in one godown different places will be there. So in the same way plant here. Okay, in SAP terms we will call it as plant. Okay, we should not call godown. Okay, in that plant some different places will be there. There is a storage locations here. Okay, and let me open mkpf table, mkpf mblnr mjhr and bldat, sorry budat, fine, xblnr, budat.
Sir,
Yes.
MJHR. You mentioned MJHR.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Sir, in the same line itself, MJHA or not MJH or
Correct only, thank you. mkpf hyphen xblnr and end of ty underscore tpf. Okay, so I am declaring the type like this and click on pretty printer, the button here. So the shortcut key is shift plus F1. So the code will come into an alignment. Means what happened here, the code is not coming, the code is not coming in one alignment, right? So the changes, something changes, we have to do here utility settings. Okay, utility settings, where is it? Pretty printer option is there. So uppercase, lowercase, indent. Okay, so some settings will be there. So we have to save the settings here and save the program now. Click on pretty printer as of now. So here all the keywords are coming in the capital letters and remaining all the code is coming in the small letters here. Let me check how it will come. That is okay, fine. Okay, fine. Let me complete this one first of all. Okay, and after that one, I am okay here. I have to declare the internal tables in the work area, right? Data, IT, MSEC, type, table of T y square MSEC, and work area MSEC, type T y square MSEC, okay, and IT, MTPF, type table of T y square MTPF, and work area MTPF, type T y square MTPF. Okay, I am declaring the work area and internal table for MSEC and MTPF. Okay, now I will declare one more internal table for final IT final. This is the uh, material document information, right? MSEC, right? MSEC final. Okay, IT MSEC final. Type table of. I did not declare the type till now. I will declare. Okay, here I will declare one time for final. I mean, I have to merge these two internal tables into single internal table. So for that one, begin of T by square MSEC final. Okay, and here I will copy and paste here. Control C. And I have to copy these things also, right? So, already MBL and MJHR are coming. No, I am copying only BUDAT and XBLNR. Okay, and here end of TY underscore MSEC underscore final. Okay. Now the type name is TY underscore MSEC underscore final. Okay, and work area MSEC underscore final, type TY underscore MSEC underscore final. Okay, fine. I'm declaring three internal tables and three work areas here. Click on back button. Now I have to go for selection screen. Okay, I have designed one input screen here. Double click on this include, second include. Okay, and here I have to mention like selection screen, begin of block. Block name is this is the material document information. Material document with the frame. Okay, and now I am giving the input fields here. Okay, select options S underscore MBLNR, type, sorry, this is for right, for work area MSEC MBLNR. Already I am declaring work area MSEC in the first include. Okay, the first include, that is why I am writing like this. Parameter P underscore JDALE, type work area MSEC hyphen, otherwise I will take for MJHR, that's enough. MJHR, type one minute. I'm taking select options only, that one also. selection screen, end of block name is mat divorce, material document here. Okay, save it, check it, and activate it. Right. This is fine. Now I'm clicking on back button. Okay, I mean selection screen is okay now. Now I have to fetch the data. Okay, so before that one, I have to initialize. Okay, I have to initialize something with default values to the input screen. How can we initialize the default values to the input screen? Anyone have idea? I want to provide default values to the selection screen. Okay, how can I do that one?
By using initialization.
Initialization.
By using initialization. Okay, so I'm writing the event name here, initialization INI. Okay, initialization, and after that one here, I am taking one perform. Okay, perform. What the form name here? Form name I will take like MBLNR, right? MBLNR INIT. Okay, I mean I am providing something default values for MBLNR field. Okay, now say this one. So I have to. I'm calling this perform now. Okay, I'm calling this perform now, but I did not declare this perform till now. Okay, means perform only is there, but form and form is not available. Okay, now we have to create that part. I will create that form and end form in this include. Okay, the third include, and here I am double clicking the include here, and here I am writing manually. Okay, manually writing here form name and end form. Okay, so this is one way. Otherwise, if you don't do like this, then what we have to do? We have to double click on this perform name. Then it will ask you where we have to save the form end form. Then we have to select the this include name. Automatically it will save and that include. Okay, fine. Now so MBLNR, right? S underscore MBLNR hyphen sign. Okay, sign equal to include or exclude. You already know about the select options. Okay, if you declare select options, then it will declare one internal table and one work area with the name of select options. Okay, in that internal table it will contain 4 fields: sign, option, low, high. Okay, so 4 fields will be there. I'm doing that one only here. Sign, option, low, and high here. Okay, for low I will take something value. So MSEC table I'm going here. Click on execute here. Click on execute. I'm taking something value 49 all zeros. Okay, 49 all zeros to 49 all zeros to 5. Okay, the range is 49 all zeros to 49 all zeros to 5. So click on back, one more time back, one more time back, back, here also back. Okay, fine. Here it came here. Now and here also, but the last 2 digits is the 25. Okay, now I will append this one, append s underscore MBLNR. Okay, I am not passing append work area to internal table because of this is the with header line concept, means the internal table name and work area name both will be same here. That is why I am not writing to internal table. So here s underscore MBLNR. Something is different here. The utilities settings, the pretty printer is there. It's not indent. That is okay. One more option is there. I'm checking for that one. And I will check and I will let you know tomorrow. So here I am appending something data. I mean, I am appending this low and high to the select options. Now I am clicking on back button. Okay, I am clicking on activating button and clicking on execute button. Okay, you see here by default the values are coming 49 all zeros to 4925 now. Okay, now I have to validate it. Okay, the value is available or not, I don't know exactly. So I have to validate that form. Okay, so if you want to go to the validation, then we have to use start selection screen on or at selection screen. Okay, both are same here. Okay, at selection screen means you can validate more than one input field at a time. Okay, and at selection screen on means you can validate only one input field at a time. Okay, here I'm clicking at selection screen only, and for this one also I'm writing on form here, form validate. Okay, form name is validate MBL and R. Okay,
Perform.
sorry, it says perform only. Now I'm calling this perform here, but I did not declare till now. Now I have to create a declaration part. So I am double clicking on this one. It is asking you subroutine valid MBL and R does not exist. Do you want to create it? Yes, I want to create this one. Okay, where I want to save this one. I want to save in the fetch data include. Where is that one? Include fetch data. So this data, F data. Okay, so in this include I want to save this one. See, automatically form end form is coming for valid MBL and R. Okay, so here I will take data LV underscore MBL and R type MKPF MBL and R, and here I'm writing like select a single MBL and R from MKPF where okay, and here if size of RC not equal to 0 end it. Okay, here I'm selecting single record here. Okay, selecting single record from MKPF table, and I'm giving something range here, right? So I'm giving something range 95 or 4 and all zeros to 4 and all zeros to 5 something number I'm giving here. At the time in between of those range, I mean in between of that range, how many values are coming? So for each record, it will go to MKPF table. Okay, so it will check the record is available or not in MKPF. Okay, so for example, 5 records are coming in that range. Okay, just assume 5 records are coming in that range. So the 5 records it will check in the MKPF table. Okay, if at least one record is available in the internal table, so if at least one record is available in the MKPF table, then it will be successful. Successful means size of RC value will be 0. Okay, so 5 records I am taking in the input field. So 5 records are not available in MKPF table. Okay, 5 records are not available in MKPF table. At that time, size of RC value will be 4, 3. I mean, other than 0 will come. Okay, so here I am checking that one only. Okay, if the above line is not executed successfully, means the ranges values are not available in MKPF table, then I have to show one message here. Okay, so after this program I will discuss about messages only. Okay, as of now I am writing like this message, please provide valid input, valid material document type I. Okay, now save it, check it, otherwise I will take what happened. I will take here a error message. field list without into class. Okay, fine. Select single MBLNR into LV underscore MBLNR. Okay. Now save it, check it, activate it. Okay, validation part is okay now. Okay, now I want to paste the data here. Okay, I want to paste the data. So for that one we have to write startup selection, and here I'm writing the data like perform fetch mkpf. Okay, only mkpf I'm fetching here. Let us see. Just double click on this fetch mkpf. Okay, and click on this button, and here fetch data is there, right? Just click on that button. Okay, and here select MBLNR, MJAHR, BUDT, XBLNR from MKPF into table IT MKPF, where MBLNR in S underscore MBLNR. Save it, check it, and MJAHR in S underscore MJAHR also. Okay, save it, check it, activate it. Okay, now so if you want to do this one in one order, then you have to do like this. Otherwise you can keep in the same line, but for your better practice you have to do like this only. You have to keep the code in one alignment. Okay, so if I do these all things it will be late, so time will be waste. That's why I will go directly. That's it. Okay. Save it, check it, and activate it. Okay. Only MKPF data I am fetching here, and I'm clicking on back button. Now I will go for one more thing, that is MSEG. Okay, MSEG. So how many select queries are there? So for those all things you can write performs, no problem. Or in the single perform you can write the all the select queries. Okay, that will depend on your concept. Now I'm double clicking on this fetch data here. Fetch MSEG now. Click on this button. So I am saving this one, fetch data include. Okay, and here I'm writing like I'm first of all I have to check. Okay, the MKPF internal table is containing the data or not. I have to check that one. If IT MKPF is not initial. Okay, initial means empty, not initial means not empty. Okay, if IT MKPF contains something data, then only I have to go inside of the if condition. Okay, so here I am writing one select query here. Select MBLNR, MJHR, JTILE. Um, one more field is mat now. And 1 minute, I will go for the internal table. Let me check. IT MKPF, double click on this one. So IT MSEG is there. So BWART, MATNA, WRKS, LURT. Okay, fine. BWART, MATNA, WRKS, LURT. Okay, these all fields I am taking from MSEG table into table IT MSEG. Okay, and for all entries in IT MKPF, where MBL and R equal to IT MKPF hyphen MBL and R, and MJAHR equal to IT MKPF MJAHR. Okay. Now Okay, fine. Now I am doing like this. Now what I will do? Here only I will loop the data. Okay, here only I will loop the data, and here what I will do? Loop at IT msec into work area msec. Okay, end loop here, end loop. So in between of that one, I will pass the data to work area final. Okay, work area msec final hyphen mbl nr equal to work area msec mbl nr. Okay, I am looping the item internal table. Because whenever you are looping any internal table, then we have to take the item internal table. That's why I am looping it msec here. Okay, and here I am doing control D for duplication. Okay, if you want to duplicate, if you want to copy and paste same record in the next line, also control D is the shortcut key for that one. mjhr, and here also mjhr, and here jdal, and here also jdal, and here bwart, and here also bwart, here matner, and here also matner, and wrks, and here also wrks, and this is lgort, and here also lgort. Okay, and after that one, here I have to take the here I am looping the item internal table. First record I am passing to work area final. So for the first record, what is the header information? Okay, header information is coming in the mkpf internal table, so I have to read the table. Okay, so read table it mkpf into work area mkpf with the key mbl and nor equal to work area msec mbl and nor, and mjahr equal to work area msec hyphen mjahr. Okay, so whenever we are writing read table syntax, and after that one we have to write if. Okay, if size sub r c, size sub r c equal to 0. Okay, don't forget about this one. Okay, if you don't write this if condition, then also it won't check any syntax errors. Okay, but better performance, we have to write if and end if here. Okay, and here I am writing with the key, I am not writing where here. Okay, whenever we are using read table syntax, at that time in place of where condition we have to write with the key. Okay, and I'm writing mblnr equal to work area msec mblnr, and here I am not writing and, because I am taking two conditions here, and I am not writing here and. Okay, here those operations won't work, and or not equal to, like that it won't work here. Okay, only equal to will work here, and or it won't work. That's why I'm not writing and here. Okay, so in between of if and end if condition, I will pass the data to work area msec final hyphen budat equal to work area mkpf budat, and one more field also is available, right? Let me check what is the field, that one. The field name is xblnr. Okay, that is a reference field, xblnr, and here also xblnr. Okay, and after end if I am writing append